You guys are gonna hear some cocoa melon in the background, so bear with me. But the babysitter's gone, so it's just me and the kid. Um, most of you are probably joining because of my story that I shared, saying that I have to give an update on Beauty. As you guys might know, today was supposed to be Beauty's day in a life, and man, was it a day in a life. I'm sorry that I've been MIA for most of it, but she had her farrier appointment today, and it of course did not go as planned, as I'm sure you guys are catching on to. She's sound walking, so it was actually one of the less fearful times I had bringing her into the stocks. But when her shoe came off, we saw some pretty horrific stuff. She had abscesses last time, which is why she was so hobbling lame. And we did a venogram and the blood flow wasn't good, which is what we were thinking was causing the abscesses. And then we gave her the healed shoes, which caused the blood flow to get much better. At least it appeared to be getting much better because she was soundish. She was as sound as Beauty can get. It obviously still doesn't look very comfortable, but it is sound for her. But when we took off the shoe this time, where the abscess had been last time was blown out, which is normal, but it showed us the depth of where it went to, and it went all the way to her coffin bone, which means or not all the way, but there's a minimal amount of space between her coffin bone and the ground right now, which is very, very, very bad. Right now her frog is what looks to be supporting her coffin bone. Which somebody said that I could add videos onto this, and after I do my spiel, I'll try to share some of the videos that I took so you can see. If not, I'll share them in my stories afterwards. She is not in any pain, which is really good. And we put the shoe back. We had the vet come. He took x-rays, which I will show you. And there's definitely still some flesh there, or some hoof wall. But it's rotting. It is, you'll see in the videos, it's a different color than the rest of the hoof. It's brown, it's smushy. Whereas it should be more like a hard wax. I'll try to put the videos up on here. It's much easier than me trying to explain. But sorry, someone just called me. She's stable for the most part. So what we are going to do is we put the shoe back on after the x-rays, because her shoe, which you'll see in the video, it has a frog support. It's a big cushion. So it's actually really holding her hoof together, or her coffin bone up. So we nailed that back on. Next week, the vet is coming with a surgeon to look at Wilma. And now we are also going to be doing another venogram on Beauty's hooves, because we need to see what the blood flow is. Both the vet and farrier are pretty concerned that the blood flow is still not good because her hoof wall is rotting, which usually happens from lack of blood flow, which is why this is as bad as it is. So we're not very hopeful, is what I would say. What we talked about today is doing the venogram, seeing what it sees. We're kind of like in a hold right now until that happens. But I think we are entering the make her comfortable for as long as we can stage, which is not what I was expecting, which is very, very upsetting. I was expecting it with Oscar, but I wasn't expecting it with Beauty. So what that means is she's comfortable now. She's going to be on a ton of Butte probably for the rest of her life. And one day, relatively soon, her coffin bone is going to come through, or start coming through her hoof. Luckily, my vet said that is not an overnight process. It's not like we're going to come down one day and she can't move. That she's going to start telling us very, very, evidently that it's hurting a lot and that it's time for her to be put down, because she doesn't have a hoof wall that is growing. It's actually dying. So, oh no, here. Share video with your followers. Okay, here we go. Bear with me, I'm not very tech savvy. But I will start. So this is the original video of us.
Maybe you gotta have a fans only page.
Can I mute the video?
Yeah. That's okay. I can stay here unless she freaks out.
This is when we took the shoe off.
Here's hot horse
And
chick
we
doing
thought it was
chores.
all normal. And then
I think there would have to be a lot less clothing.
sorry, we were joking around here. I just didn't even
Well,
think
you
about
gotta start.
the stuff
As the
there.
day goes on.
So
Slowly shedding.
here we thought it was
It's gotta be
normal.
organic, right?
And then he's just
Most of my
putting
day
away
is
the
wrangling
thing
animals
there. Wait, let me see if I have the other one. Sorry, Story's grabbing my phone. Choose different asset. Let's do this one. So here he's cutting away from where the abscess was, and you're going to start to see. Sorry, Story's pulling on me here. This is where the abscess glue, and you're going to start seeing the hole and the dead flesh coming through. That's the hole, and it's right below her coffin bone. I'm sorry, that's a short video, but I wanted to show you that it looked healthy
Walking pretty sound.
until it didn't. Let me see what else I've got. Sorry, I haven't really gone through the footage. I'm all taking it pretty slow.
That's a pretty big hole.
Let's see, that was the one I just showed you.
She's been walking.
Here we go. So here he is cutting away the outside, and you will see where that
So
line
just like a medical journal.
is where the hoof is detaching from, or the coffin bone is detached from the hoof. So that's what that gap is the outside part of that bone. And like I said, I'm not a farrier, I'm just relaying the information, so I'm probably relaying it poorly. But I'm trying to show everybody what we saw
Well, we like to keep you interested.
when
What might be the deal?
we looked. Once again, that was a short clip. What was next?
So is beauty just like a medical journal?
Here we go.
Yeah, again, it's just how close are we to the coffin.
So is that dark color dead?
Right here?
Yeah.
No, that's very much live.
Okay.
It's not happy live,
So
but
that's
it's
the
live.
rotting flesh. When I asked if it was a rotting hoof, when I asked if it was live, he said it's not dead, but it's
Well,
rotting.
first off, it's depth.
Yeah.
Here's he's
based on
explaining the
where this
difference.
frog
Over on the
plane
left is
and how
healthy
deep the
hoof. You can see
foot
it's
is
waxy
from
and
dorsal wall
harder,
to
and
ground.
that's the rotten part right there.
So color is part of it, but
So,
this is also super squishy.
I could also just let him speak.
Whereas typically, an indicator we're looking for is waxy, like this. This would be live soul.
Yeah.
And this is like an even different substance.
And drier. You want drier than.
So, yeah, sorry, I was just trying to let him speak. But where that rotten area is where her abscess blew. And it was just so much bigger, and it's
Poor
created
girl.
this big hole under her coffin
That's
bone.
the
And
middle.
you can kind of see the dark line. It's like a half moon shape. And so that's her shoe. That's the frog support shoe that she has that I was talking about. But you can
Again,
see
it's
where it
just how
has
close are we to the
detached
coffin.
from the hoof there.
So is that dark color
Very good at
dead?
explaining without
Right here?
pointing.
No, that's very much live.
Okay.
It's not happy
But
live, but it's
okay,
live.
let me get back to just talking because it's hard to get.
Where do you? How can you tell?
Does anyone
the
know how to
difference? Is it
cancel
just
it?
color or is it texture?
Well, first off, it's
Stop
depth.
sharing. Okay. Whew. Okay. So that was more difficult and harder to do. But as you can see, that there is you can see the rotten part. I mean, even if you're not a farrier, it's very clear how dark that area is and how discolored it is from the rest of it. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. But sorry, my daughter's pulling me around. Does anyone have any questions that I can try to answer? It might be helpful if anyone has any questions. But right now our plan is to kind of hold until the venogram can happen. I'm sure I'm butchering that word, but I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
And that's where we inject dye into her veins for her hoof so that we can see the blood flow down there. And basically we're seeing if that tells us that the blood flow has stopped and that's why everything's rotting and dying. Or maybe it looks great, and we'll have a different thing to tell you guys next week. But most likely the blood flow still isn't great, and it's caused the hoof wall to die, which is what has caused all those abscesses, and abscesses then blow and create the hole, and that's the hole that's below her coffin bone. And so now there's a very small amount of hoof wall that is keeping her bone from coming out. They call it literally walking out of their feet when that happens, or walking out of their hooves, I should say. And that is what, as bleak as it sounds, that is what is going to happen to Beauty. The question is how long, and if we can keep her comfortable enough until that happens. Sorry, I'm getting pulled. Story, why don't you go play and I can watch? Okay, I'm going. Yeah, I mean, so it's definitely very upsetting and definitely bleak news, but one of the best things about this is the fact that she is in no pain whatsoever. You know, you guys saw the videos of her walking to me this morning. She's Beauty, and she was actually looking much worse like a month ago. Sorry. She was looking much worse a month ago, and our goal now is to just keep her like this until the day that we have to put her down. So that is our goal. But the timeline does not look very long, which is not what I was expecting. You know, Beauty, it's been a very long fight. We've had way more bad days than good days, but I don't know. It's just, you just feel like I didn't know we were here. You know, there's only, when you see, for me, when I don't have a medical background and I'm not a farrier, I just trust with how the horse is acting and how they're feeling, and the way that she told me she wasn't in pain. You know, you get this false sense of security, and the issue is she's always been a ticking time bomb, and we've just been trying to fool ourselves out of it. And unfortunately, we're at our end. So with that being said, she's not going to be put down like next week. You know, this is not like going to happen right now, but it's definitely happening. And you know, my thing with the horses here is I don't want them to get to their worst day. I'd rather put them down a day before their worst day when they're feeling better than letting them get to that extreme pain. So luckily my vet said that will most likely happen, that she will tell us that it's starting to hurt, and then that's when we're going to have to put her down. So yeah, does anybody have any questions? If I can convince my daughter to go down. Story, do you want to go see Beauty? Do you want to go see the horsies?
No.
Sorry, we're at the water right now. Say hi.
Bye.
Do you want to go get treats for Mabel? So yeah, let's go do that. Okay, well, let me show you Beauty while we're here, because we're almost down there. Of course, now I'm in socks and she's barefoot, but that's how farm life goes. Does anyone have any questions? I can try to answer them to the best of my ability. I will be posting those videos that oh Jesus, this is really muddy. We'll be posting those, and I will be trying to, I have the x-rays too. I took a video of the x-rays so that I can post them. But yes, this is very much a day in the life with Beauty Girl. Here she is. Beauty Girl! Come here, my precious girl. Come here. Hi. Do you want to bring her a treat?
Yeah.
Let's go get her some treats. Oh, that's the other thing, is we've decided that since we are there, Beauty is going to live whatever life she wants, which means she's going to get sugar, she's going to get pasture, she's going to get because she's been on cell rest for the last like 6 months. So she's going to get whatever that girl wants. Let me get her a treat though while you guys are here. Beauty Girl! Come here. I got treats for you. Come here, honey bun. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Hi. But I think this is good to show you that, she's very much comfortable. She just doesn't have a very good prognosis. But here she is. Sweet beauty girl. Unfortunately, she had to be in the socks for like 2 hours because we were not expecting a emergency case like that. So she did have a bit of a big day. Let me see if I can go in there with her. Hi, precious baby. Hi. Say hello to everybody. Oh, big girl. Big girl. She's like, you guys have been messing with me all day. But she looks amazing. Right? She looks amazing. Let's get that hair out of your face so they can see your star. Beauty. Yeah. Yeah, pretty girl. So, I haven't been looking. If anyone's asked a question recently. Oh, somebody's bringing you a treat. Watch your fingers though, right? Watch your fingers. Okay, you got a step. Good job. Is that Beauty girl? Yeah, go get some more. Say bye, Beauty. Oh, you're gonna get more for her? Here she comes. Sorry, the camera's not facing me. You want to give some to Beauty? Oh no, she wants to give them to Mabel. Mabel's her favorite. Watch your fingers though, remember? Watch your fingers. Good girl. Good girl though. Remember, I mean, she's gonna lose a finger. I can just like feel it coming. Oh, sorry, Abe. Okay, sorry. How old is Beauty again? Beauty is 17, so not super old. Hi, my pretty girl. Hi. But she's comfortable. Yes, she does have limited vision in that eye. Cataracts are an old trauma. We're not entirely sure. But let me move this out of the way so you can see her. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Come on. I know. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. Oh. Sorry, we might have to go now. Can we kiss it? Kiss it? Aw. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. This live just might have been ruined. She's a Percheron. She's a Percheron. Oh, honey. Do you want to go play in the water? No. Oh, sorry. Abe bit her finger when she was giving him a treat. So it definitely wasn't his fault. Do you want to go up to the house? Okay. I will try to continue answering questions. Unfortunately, that party was just ruined down at the barn.